Boeing seeks to make the F/A-18 Super Hornet the Indian Navy's primary naval fighter of the future, one that can fly from both India's ski jump-equipped aircraft carriers in the near term and catapult-equipped ones in the future. Confirmation that the Super Hornet could operate with the relevant weapons loads from short takeoff but arrested recovery, STOBAR, aircraft carriers came following a big Super Hornet pitch meeting in New Delhi put on by Boeing, after which Indian Defense page Livefist interviewed Dan Gillian, VP of the Super Hornet program. We've done a lot of simulation work with the Indian Navy to better understand their requirements, and we feel comfortable that the Super Hornet can operate from all their carriers, both the ones fielded today and the ones in the future. We think we can move around the deck, be very mission capable with the relevant weapons loadout and fuel loadout to give the Navy what they need. The Super Hornet as built today can operate from Indian carriers. India currently fields the Russia-built MiG-29K for its STOBAR fighter needs. These aircraft has been plagued with serviceability and carrier environment suitability issues since they entered service less than a decade ago. Also, the current navalized Fulcrum isn't capable of catapult launches, whereas the Super Hornet is. India plans on fielding catapult-assisted takeoff but arrested recovery, STOBAR, configured aircraft carriers in the 2020s, but before that it will add 2 more ski jump-equipped carriers to its fleet. The first of these vessels, named the INS Vikrant, is being indigenously designed and built and is slated for commissioning before the end of the decade, but it could be some time after before it is actually ready for patrols. 2 Vikrant-class ships will be built before the Indian Navy plans to switch over to CatBar-configured carriers. These 2 Vikrant-class carriers will join the INS Vikramaditya, which is currently India's only fixed-wing aircraft carrier. The Vikramaditya was heavily modified by Russia for the Indian Navy, turning what was a Kiev-class heavy aircraft carrying cruiser into a similar configuration as the Soviet-era Kuznetsov-class aircraft carriers that Russia and China currently operates. The project ran hideously over budget and behind schedule. With big carrier ambitions, India needs fighters that can make the most of its shipbuilding investments. The Indian Navy is currently looking for 57 new fighters to fulfill this role under the multi-role carrier-borne fighter MARSUPF program, and that number will likely grow as the Indian Navy's carrier fleet expands in the coming decade. Currently, the Super Hornet, Rafale, Gripen, and MiG-29K are in the running. Even the F-35B and F-35C could be possible contenders, but at this time it is unclear if the Joint Strike Fighter will be formally offered. Only the Rafale and Super Hornet archetype are capable today. The MiG-29K would be upgraded for catapult launch capabilities and may port over some technology from the latest MiG-35 Fulcrum variant. Gripen would have to be navalized completely, but has closely studied doing this under the Sea Gripen concept for years. Also, the Gripen is single-engine and it seems like the Indian Navy is interested in a twin-engine design, but still, Gripen is a hardy and efficient combat jet and has a lot to offer the Indian Navy.